This next comic, she's hilarious. Give it up for Nancy O'Connor.
Hey guys, my name is Nancy. My dad really wanted to name me Nancy for a really special reason. So no guys would want to sleep with me. And it's been pretty effective, I have to give him credit. Because nothing sounds more erotic than my grandmother's name is Nancy. Like, great, is she hot? I'm heavily influenced by documentaries, but just for like a short period of time. Like, did anyone here watch Making a Murder on Netflix? Yeah, okay. If you're unfamiliar, it's about this guy, Stephen Avery, who's falsely accused of this murder in Wisconsin. I watched this and I was sick to my stomach. I was like, the only thing I can do is quit my job in advertising, go to law school, become a public defender in Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, and get Stephen out of jail. Like, I'm not judging anyone here who watched it and didn't do anything, but I watched it and I was like, I will not rest until this man is free. So I naturally did the first step and I ordered the LSAT prep book. And the questions were a little bit trickier than I was imagining they would be. And then I looked into the price of law school and I was like, this is insane. So I started to think, you know what? Stephen's probably in a routine in prison, right? He's probably comfortable. Like, I'm a routine-based person. I don't want to be thrown out of my environment. Also, like, he probably did it, right? Growing up, I really wanted my parents to get divorced. Not because they were unhappy, they were super happy, but I had a friend who had divorced parents and she just made it seem so glamorous. She was always going on about how she had 2 birthdays and 2 Christmases, one at her mom's and one at her dad's. I'm like, you were the luckiest girl in the world. And I became so consumed, I would literally have daydreams where I'd be in court with my mom on one side and my dad on the other, and I got to choose who I was going to live with. Not exactly sure that's how it happens, but I didn't go to law school, so I don't know the process. But every day I came home and they were just like happier than ever. So I was like, you know what, I need to stir the pot a little bit. So after school, I would just say things to my mom like, God, who was Dad on the phone with earlier? Kind of a long phone call, and it was definitely a woman. She was like, I think it was your Aunt Mary. I'm like, no, she sounded young and hot and interested. Or one time I said to my dad, like, listen, I just can't help but notice that Mom and the pool boy have gotten awfully close. A lot of inside jokes and snickering. He was like, we don't have a pool. I recently had to get surgery, nothing major, just like a nose job, but I was super nervous about it, like, because I was like, I don't want to go under, and the anesthesia wasn't that bad going under. What I wasn't prepared for was how waking up from anesthesia is very similar to waking up from a blackout. I opened my eyes, I was like, I don't recognize this room. I don't recognize this man. I assume I'm in Murray Hill. It's like, did he get me a nightgown? How precious. And then I did the thing you guys know, you just slowly get up and gather your things. I found my phone, I deleted all my texts. I found my wallet, I was like, okay, it looks like I did close out. And then I just kind of slowly walked out of the room and said to the nurse, like, I had a lot of fun last night, thanks. It's quite the experience. Do you guys know what anti-ghosting is? No? Yes? Okay. If not, it's this new movement, it's crazy, where when you're going out with someone and you don't like them, you're honest and you tell them instead of just disappearing. And in theory, this is nice. In practice, I'm not a huge fan of it. Because the thing is, I'm not great at dating, but I'm really good at being delusional. So if all of a sudden I stop hearing from you, I don't think you're not interested. I think you're intimidated. Or dead. And recently I was talking to this guy on Hinge, and he was like, just so you know, you probably won't be hearing from me for a while because I'm climbing Mount Everest. This is 100% true, by the way. And I was like, my friends are like, yeah, he's lying because he's so not interested. I'm like, no, he's so brave. I was like, listen, if you get Wi-Fi in the summit, I'd love to hear an update. Then I'm looking up the weather in Everest. I'm like, it doesn't look good, stay safe. I haven't heard from him, so I assume he died. Probably like an avalanche or something. But no, I'm on all the dating apps. I'm on Bumble, I'm on Hinge, I'm on Citizen. I know technically Citizen is an app that reports crime in your area, but after enough bad dates, you're like, well, is the arsonist a block away family oriented? I love barbecue, you know? And the man exposing himself in East Village, he's body positive. And the man who just stole a car in the Bronx has a car. Thank you guys.